The book of Psalms, chapter 34 and verse 17. The righteous cry, and the Lord, Yahweh, Bashmi Awashai, heareth and delivereth them out of all their troubles. I'm going to stop right there. I want to start off as always by giving all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Recha, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Lord willing, this lesson is edifying to the elect out there, wherever you might be. And Shalom to the 144,000. It's the brother Amawan Padah from the GMS Denver camp. Coming at you with a quick post-camp lesson, okay? And it's going to be in regards to the fact that the Lord sees everything that's going on with us, man. And he's close to us in our lowest moments. You see what I'm saying? And it's just something that you have to know. All right, you have to know this. The Lord is always watching. He's always here. All right, even when it doesn't seem like it, man. And I'm a living testament. And I'm a living, witness to this, man. All right, he hears your cries, man. Your cries ain't going unnoticed, especially if you've been seeking him in truth and in sincerity. It's all about faith, man, and wait on the Lord to step in on your behalf, because he delivers us out of manifold situations, man. Okay. I've been delivered out of many situations. All right. You got to remember to cry unto the Lord, man. You got to go to the source, man. Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai. And the reason why I bring this out is because, as you know, we're entering into very troublesome times, man, these last days. All right. Society is finna just be totally turned on its head. All right. You see, everything's collapsing around us. People are losing their damn minds. It's because we're at the end of an age, and we're going to completely depend on who? Yahweh Bashmi Awashai. We're being afflicted in different parts of our lives. Brothers are going through it, man. It's because the Lord is wanting us to call out to him, man, so that he can show his power. All right, that's what this is about, man. The Lord showing his power. We get afflicted, we cry to the Lord, and he shows up, man. All right. You got to believe that. The next verse, it says this. The Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, is nigh unto them that are of a broken heart, and saveth such as be of a contrite spirit. So like I said, man, that's right. When you at your lowest point, man, you just broken. You know what I'm saying? In your mind, you're being afflicted. Okay? That's when you cry out to the Lord, man, because that's when he's the nearest. You know what I'm saying? All right? There's been times where, prior to the truth, I was abandoned by my family. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to, make this a victim story, nothing like that. But there was, times where I depended on my family and, they didn't come through for me like I thought they should. But it was really the Lord's way of showing me that he's always here and I don't need anybody else. Okay? You got to understand that too, because you're not going to be in a position where your family's going to be able to help you out all the time, man. Or you're going to have brothers that'll help you. You're going to have to depend on Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai and cry to him. All right? You see, he hears our cries, man. You understand? And this is something that you have to know. All right? Those who are moving in the spirit of pride and, arrogance, the Lord ain't done with you, man. He's looking to heal the brokenhearted, man. That's us, the hopeful elect, man. Okay? And things are about to get tough here in society. You got to know who to call on, man. He's near unto you even at your lowest moment, man. Don't forget that. Now it says, verse 19, many are the afflictions of the righteous, but the Lord Yahweh, Bashmi Al Shai, delivered him out of them all. All right, and that's the truth, man. Look, I'm going to go ahead and give you a personal story, man, okay? This is before I came into the truth. I was telling you that, I didn't really have any family to lean on at this point in my life. And I felt very alone in the world, man. I was actually on the streets, man. I was homeless at one point in time in my life. And that's something that the Lord brings some of his men through. You have to experience what it's like to be homeless, man. All right? I'm not homeless now. The Lord brought me up from that situation. But when I was going through it, man, it was tough, man. Because when you're in that position, you realize that the world does not give a damn about you, not even your own family, you know? And you have to depend on Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai. And I remember one time, I was needing to catch a bus to get somewhere. And I was on really, really rough times at that point in my life, man. And I didn't have any money, man. I'm talking about $0. No money. Okay? And I'm just walking the street, man. And I was trying to get up off my feet, man, get me a job. And I had an interview. And I didn't have any money to catch the bus to get to where I needed to go to. And, I prayed to the Lord, man. This is like before I came, into Great Millstone. I was searching for the truth at that point, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord was dealing with me. And I was just, watching the videos at that point. And I was praying to the Lord, man, just help me out. And as I'm walking, I'm getting to my bus stop, you know what I'm saying? And I get to the bus stop and I look down and there's money, exactly the money that I needed to catch the bus, just sitting there at the bus stop on the ground. All right. That's one instance, man. I was able to catch my bus and do what I had to do that day, man. All right. The Lord, man, he sees everything, man. He'll come out of nowhere and help you. You see, if you're, sincere. All right. And then there's another time where I was walking and I needed to catch a bus. And I'm walking and I look over in the grass and there's money sitting right there in the grass, just sitting there, man. I'm like, yo, call Allah Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai. And that was when I was at my lowest point, man. I'm talking about down bottom, you understand? And the Lord was still with me. Nobody came to help me, man. Nobody, was trying to see how I was doing at that point. But guess what? The Lord still stepped in and made a way. This is the power that we serve, man. So even when you're brought low, you have to depend on the Lord, man. He's watching. And if you're doing the things that, he commands us to do, he's going to make a way for you to make it, man. And you got to consider this when we're coming into the time we're coming into, man, when society's going to collapse. Resources are not going to be readily available. All right. Especially when they make the RFID microchip mandatory, we're going to be ostracized from society. We're going to have to completely depend on the Lord, man. And he's going to hear us. He's going to hear our sighing and crying. He's going to help us, man, to the point where it's even going to, be miracles done on our behalf. Me finding that money is a miracle, man. Those times where, I didn't have a way, the Lord made a way, man. This is real. Okay. So the Lord delivers us out of all of our afflictions, though it might be uncomfortable. You might not see a way out, but you got to keep the faith, man, because he's in control of everything, man. And here's one that comes to mind right here, man. This is Psalms 27 verse 10. It says, when my father and my mother forsake me, then the Lord, Yahweh, Bashmi Al Shai, will take me up. And I believe this is a Psalm of David, man. A man of great, tremendous faith, man. And this is true. Especially, some of you younger brothers, all right? You come into this truth and your family pretty much will forsake you because, of this truth. All right? It was for you. It wasn't for them. And a lot of times, your family will reject you. But guess what? The Lord is there. You don't need them. All right? The Lord is there at your lowest point, man, when nobody else is around. Even when other brothers aren't there to help you. Guess what? Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai is there. You see? And this is a fact. You have to know that, man. All right? So when your family abandon you, your father and your mother, they're not there to help you. The Lord is there, man. Your heavenly Father is there to help you, man. Yahweh through his son, Yahweh Shai. All right? All right. I want to bring this out. I got a couple more. I'm going to close it. Just a quick one. All right? This is Psalm chapter 46 and verse 1. It says, to the chief musician for the sons of Korah, a song upon Alamoth. Now it says, the Most High, or Yahweh Bashmi Al Shai, is our refuge and strength, a very present help in trouble. You see that? That means he's very present. He's near when you're going through the worst shit. You know what I'm saying? He's looking for you to call on him, man, so that he can show his power. Like, look, I'm with you. And he's shown me many a times, man. Multiple times, over and over and over. All right? Because he wants you to believe. You have to understand that he's the Most High. And he's dealing with us through his son, Yahweh Shai, man. The world, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus, man. He's alive and well. We serve the living power, the one and only true living power. And his ears are open unto our cries, man. All right? He's a very present help in trouble. And I'm going to close with this, all right? This is Psalms 46. I'm jumping down to verse 10. And heavy, all right? Something that you got to understand right here. It says, be still and know that I am the Most High. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. That's right. Sometimes you got to just sit down, man, and know that he's the Lord, man. Be still and know that he's in control, man. All right? It's something I've been harping on as of lately. Just something I've been meditating on, man, through the Spirit. No matter how crazy the situation is that you might be in, the Lord is in control, man. And you got to be still sometimes. Don't be all antsy and anxious and, you know what I'm saying, running your blood pressure up. Sometimes you got to just sit the fuck down, calm down, pray to the Lord, man. He'll comfort you. He'll make a way. All right? He'll make a way, man. You see, and it might not be in your timing, but if you really trust in the Lord, man, he ain't going to let you down, man. And we have to understand that, especially into the time we're coming into, man. All right? The collapse of society. All right? You know, we're not going to be having these jobs that we're at anymore, man. We're not going to be able to pay our rent anymore, especially when they make this RFID microchip mandatory. We're going to completely depend on Yahweh Shai Shai. All right? When the persecution starts, man, these motherfuckers are really after us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to depend on the Lord, man. All right? And he's going to be exalted through the deliverances that he brings for his elect, man. You see, matter of fact, I got one more. I'm going to have to bring this one out. This is one of my all-time favorites. I'm going to bring this one out. I'm going to close with this, man. Here it is, right here. Psalms 50 and verse 15. And call upon me in the day of trouble. I will deliver thee, and thou shalt glorify me. All right, the ABCs right there. 1, 2, 3. Call on the Lord in the time of your distress. He's going to deliver you, and then you're going to glorify him. That's the process. Rinse and repeat. You know what I'm talking about? Every time you go through something, this is what you do. You call on the Lord, man. Yahweh in the name of his son, Yahweh Shai. Those are the true names. You call on those names in faith. You wait for him to deliver you. And then once he does, you glorify him. And just as a testimony, I was telling y'all like a while back, you know, my vehicle had went down out of nowhere. And it put me down in a position, you know, where I wasn't, you know, I wasn't in the best position, you know what I'm saying? My vehicle went down, and it was nothing more than a test, because guess what? Now I have a new vehicle, man, even better vehicle. All right, I told y'all, man, I said, I'm going to do a lesson. Watch. I'm going to do a lesson. I'm going to tell y'all the Lord going to bring me through this situation, and he did, man. Now I have a newer vehicle, and it's better than the last one I had, man. All right, I had to go through a little uncomfortable period, but guess what? He brought me through. And now I'm glorifying him, man, because it's the Lord who's in control of all things. He just needs you to he just wants you to trust in him, man. You need to trust in him, all right? Because we need Yahweh Shai Shai. He don't need us. So just believe, man. No matter what you're going through, the Lord sees and he hears everything that we encounter, man. So this is for whoever needs to hear it, man. Okay? This is for whoever needs to hear it. The Lord, he's hearing, he's watching, he's observing. And he can do anything. There's nothing impossible with Yahweh Shai Shai. So get out of that fleshly mind state of being all upset when things happen, and tap into the spirit, man. And know who's running the show. Know who's controlling everything that you're going through. All right, it's the Lord, man. He can pull you out of something as soon as you get into it. You know what I'm saying? You know, as quick as you get into a situation, the Lord can pull you out of it. And sometimes you got to wait a little while. But eventually, all right, he brings you through it, man. So I'm going to end this lesson right here. Hopefully this was edifying and exhorting to the elect, whoever you might be out there. I want to give all praise, all honor, all glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakha, Quadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach and who rule well, who taught us this truth through the power and spirit of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. And Kwam Yasharala and the Bible Bar. Trust in the Lord, man. He's there. Shalom.